Hey guys, it's Riley, and I am back today with my second quarter favorites for you. I know this video is like over a month late. I'm well aware of that. I just have not been able to sit down and film because of adulting and mental health. A lot of stuff has gotten in the way, a lot of stuff. But either way, I am here now, I am filming, it's good, and I promise you my third quarter favorites will not be late. It will come out on time. So without further ado, let's get into the first category. First category is food and drink. Ultimately, over the spring and early summer, I was drinking a lot of sweet tea. I mean a lot of sweet tea. Like probably 2 gallons of sweet tea a week. My favorite brand is the Milo's sweet tea, but it's kind of expensive and we found it's cheaper to just make sweet tea here at home, so that's what we've been doing. But it's really good. It's very refreshing and it's nice for when I want to have a drink that's something other than water, because I mainly just drink water. So it's like a little treat almost. Also for drinks, I have been absolutely adoring this, I don't know how to pronounce it, Tista tea. This one is called Slenderizer. It is their Fruity Pebbles tea. It is strawberry and pineapple green tea. This packet is about halfway gone. It is a loose leaf tea. I've been putting it in my little tea diffuser and it is delicious. I got it from Walmart. I believe it was just under $4, but it makes 15 to 30 cups depending on how much you use and how strong you like your tea. The ingredients are green tea, sweet blackberry leaves, pineapple bits, papaya bits, natural flavors, rose petals, raspberry bits, and strawberry fruit granules. It's delicious. It is my favorite tea right now. And that's saying something because I usually prefer black teas or herbal teas, so the fact that a green tea is in my favorites is pretty impressive. For food, I have been absolutely adoring these wonderful seasoned fries from Walmart. They're so good. I can eat them all the time. I really could eat them for every meal. I am pretty particular about the kind of fries that I like, especially the freezer fries that you cook at home, and these are hands down the best ones that I have ever found. And they're dirt cheap. It is like $2 for this 4-pound bag of fries. And I mean, obviously it's empty. We ate them all, but like, it's so good. And now we're on to products. First product that I have been loving, I actually got a while back, but I've been using it more recently than I have, and that is this Skin Refreshing Apricot Scrub. I believe this is the Target brand, but it is comparable to the St. Ives Fresh Apricot Scrub, and it's great. It recommends to use 2 to 3 times a week. I use it pretty much every time I shower, and it makes your skin so soft. It removes all of the dead skin from your skin. If you have like little pimples, it kind of like, I want to say that it's helped with my acne too, and I just like it a lot. It smells really good, it feels really good, and it feels like you're scrubbing away all those imperfections. Next is also a face product, and it is this Studio 35 Beauty Detoxifying Charcoal Mask. I believe they changed the brand name, but this is just the Walgreens brand face masks, and it is their charcoal mask with bamboo charcoal and sugarcane extract. I am a sucker for face masks. I am a sucker for clay masks, and this one has worked its way to the top of being one of my absolute favorites. It goes on really smooth. It dries in about a half hour to 45 minutes depending on how humid it is and what you're doing. If you're moving around and doing stuff, it dries quicker, but if you're like sitting in a hot bath, it's gonna take like 50 minutes to dry. But then you just wash it off, and after you do, your face is so smooth and nice. I love this a lot. I use a clay or peel off mask about once a week, and I flip-flop between my other ones, but this one I use about every other week, and whereas my other ones I use about once a month. So yeah, this is a good one. Last thing for products is actually this sleeping eye mask. It is Velcro, which is really nice, so you can adjust it, and it looks a little bit funky because it was originally just glued because it was designed for travel, like on planes and stuff, but I wanted one of the masks that has like the cups in the back for your eyes, and this was really cheap where my boyfriend works, so he picked it up for me, and I hand sewed the bottom of it, which is why it looks all wonky, and he used the machine to sew the top. So hopefully at some point we will take the stitching out of the bottom and just go over it with the machine so it like actually looks decent. But this is great. I need it to be completely dark when I am sleeping. Otherwise I will wake up in the middle of the night, or I just have general trouble getting to sleep, and this helps with that loads. I have slept with the sleeping mask for the last several years, and this is by far the best one I've ever had. It is the Travelon brand, and I just love that it has the actual cups for your eyes. So like you can open your eyes when this is on and like blink them, and it's not like pushing against your eyelashes, which is probably one of my favorite parts of it. So yes, this is wonderful. This is great. And now we move on to entertainment. First thing is actually something I got quite a while ago, like I want to say a few years ago, but I never read it until a few months ago, and that is Milk and Honey by Rupi Kaur. This is some of the best poetry I think I've ever read, and the illustrations in it are also gorgeous, and they really match along with the poems. Just as an example, there's this one, and it's just short and simple, and it says, "People go, but how they left always stays." And it's just super fucking real and raw, and I really want to get their other book. It's on my Amazon wish list. I just don't have the money for it right now, but I want to get it so bad. I've been starting to read poetry more, and this is kind of what prompted me to do that. I'm sure you all have read or been recommended this book before, and this is not news to you, but still. The second thing for entertainment is actually a podcast. It is one of my faves podcasts, Marissa Lace. She has a YouTube channel and she is so lovely. If I remember to, I'll link it down below. She has a podcast on Apple Podcasts, on Spotify. I don't know where else it's available, but it's called the Light, Love, and Lace podcast. And she talks a lot about like spirituality, love, intentional living, just like finding your purpose, being a goddess, and it's really cool. I like it a lot, and I like hearing about her personal stories and her journeys, and she is just such a fun person to listen to talk. I think she's got a great voice, and she's got a really good personality, and I love watching her videos. So when I found out that she had a podcast, I kind of freaked out, but I am all caught up. I have listened to all of the episodes. There's not a ton of episodes right now, but she's consistently releasing them. So if you're looking for a new podcast, Light, Love, and Lace is definitely a good one. Last for entertainment is a book, and it is The Witch's Book of Self-Care by Erin Murphy Hiscock. This book is so good. I cannot tell you how much I recommend this book. I mean, even if you're not necessarily a witch, it's a really wonderful book just about self-care. It's got different spells and rituals you can do. It talks about having a journal for your self-care, tips to battling stress, starting your day with self-care. It talks about affirmations and vision boards, prayer and meditation. I mean, kick-off rituals, how to find your spiritual beliefs, all that kind of stuff. This book is really wonderful. It also gives you a lot of recipes and things for making your own self-care products, like lotions and balms and bath salts, even bath bombs. This is one of the best books I have read recently, and I definitely think it will be one that I continuously refer back to for spells and tips and tricks, and I definitely have a feeling I'm going to sit down and read it again. It's just great, and look at how pretty this cover is with like the matte gold and everything. Oh, it's so aesthetically pleasing. This author also has two other books, The Green Witch, which I read and was really good, and The House Witch, which I have but I'm yet to read. Definitely recommend checking this out. This one is available on Amazon. Now for music. I have been really getting into like pagan, Wiccan, witchy music, so Spiral Dance, the band, has been one of my favorites. They have a lot of very just like occultish, very pagan, almost Celtic style music. My favorite one is called The Spirit of Albion, and it's so good. It's such a good song. So I've been listening to them a ton, especially when I want to get more into like a witchy mindset. If I'm going to be doing like a spell, or even if I'm just driving and want to feel witchy, I'll listen to that. I also may or may not have been loving Old Town Road, and that's one of my favorites, but like, okay, we're just gonna we're just gonna leave that there. I like Old Town Road. Old Town Road's a fave. Another favorite that recently came out is AJR's new album, Neo Theater. It is literally amazing. I love AJR so much. My favorite song off of the Neo Theater album is Birthday Party. I don't know what it is about it. I think it's like that little part in it where there's like the distorted voice that just sends chills down my spine. It's one of my favorite things to listen to. If you haven't heard of AJR, you need to look up AJR. Their album The Click was amazing. Their album Living Room was amazing. I mean, their album Neo Theater is amazing. All of their music is so good. And they produce it all themselves, so there's no like record labels determining what's good and what's not, which I really adore. For clothes, I only have one favorite this month, and it is this shirt that I actually thrifted. The brand is just Jerseys. It's just a plain yellow t-shirt, but it's kind of like a muted yellow a little bit. I wouldn't call it pastel, but it's not like bright in your face yellow. But I like the color yellow a lot, and I like just plain t-shirts. As you can see, I mean, I'm wearing a plain black shirt right now. I love plain t-shirts. And I found this one at the thrift store for like $2, and I was like, yep, I'm taking that home with me. It's mine. And for my very last favorite in the random category, I have been really loving my handmade candles. I got a candle making kit on Amazon a few months ago, and I have made some candles, and they're great. They're really great. This little one is for divination, and it has some different crystals and herbs in it, and then this one is for happiness, and same thing, it's got different crystals and herbs. I have quite a few candles for different intentions, like happiness, divination, then I have a journaling one, a self-care one. I have ones to represent the goddess and god for my altar. It's a lot. I have some pretty cool ones. Making them was super fun, and it was actually easier than I thought it was going to be. And it's cool that you can like program your own little intentions into the candles when you're making them. I feel that makes lighting them a little bit more special, you know? I did put some essential oils in them, but they're not really scented. Those oils are more for intention than they are for smell. Plus, for smelly things, I would like to light unscented candles and then burn my incense. Love me some incense. So that is it for my second quarter favorites. I know it was so late, but I still really hope that you enjoyed the video. If you want to see more content from me, you can subscribe to this channel. I try to post regularly. I mean, sometimes mental health gets in the way, but for the most part, I post about once a week. I also have 2 other channels, an age regression channel and a vlog channel that you can check out for even more stuff from me. They are both linked in the description below. But if you would like to keep up with me in between uploads, you can follow me on Instagram and on Twitter. Both are at the Riley Kyle. I'm fairly active over there, so that's a good place to keep up with me. I love you guys a whole heckin' lot, and I will see you soon. Goodbye.